Hello and welcome back to the Untamed Oracle. This is the channel where you receive all the insight you need to live an untamed life. I'm Maya, the Untamed Oracle, and I'm here with your daily message for today. But if you were brought here because of the title, my readings are timeless. So that means that anytime you arrive, this message is for you. If you haven't already, please take a moment to like this video. That small energetic exchange helps me connect with your frequency, which makes the messages that come through here reach you more personally. And if you resonate with anything in today's reading, leave a comment and let me know how this energy is showing up in your world. Now, let's step into what the cosmos are whispering, or in some cases, demanding today. You may have woken up with a strange heaviness, like a pull in your chest that feels like unspoken words or unresolved conversations. The air itself feels charged, thick, and expectant. That's because today's sky is calling your intention inward. We have Mercury in Libra squaring Pluto in Capricorn, and the moon in Cancer forming a tense square with Jupiter in Aries. It's truth versus power, emotion versus expansion. And between them, you are there. You're the bridge where everything collides. This isn't the kind of day where you can ignore what's rising. The universe has a way of pushing suppressed feelings to the surface. Whether through a conversation, a realization, or a flash of memory, something you thought you buried wants to breathe again. Let's start with Mercury square Pluto, the mind descending into the underworld. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, is the bridge between heaven and earth. Pluto, ruler of transformation and shadow, governs everything that lives beneath the surface: power, fear, control, and rebirth. When Mercury enters Pluto's domain, our thoughts and words become excavations. Conversations turn into spiritual mirrors. You may notice the urge to dig, to ask hard questions, to read between every line, to sense what someone isn't saying. But this energy doesn't only turn outward, it also points you inward. Your inner voice becomes louder, sharper, and more demanding. So during this time, you might want to ask yourself, what truth am I avoiding? What power am I giving away by staying silent? And when I do speak, am I trying to connect or to control? Because Mercury square Pluto exposes the motive beneath the message. Today you can speak from fear or from wisdom, but not both. In mythology, Mercury, or Hermes, was the only god allowed to travel between realms. He could move between heaven, earth, and Hades without restriction. When Mercury meets Pluto, it's as if Hermes has once again entered the underworld, carrying his lamp to find the words we've buried. And that's exactly what's happening in your psyche today. You're being asked to translate darkness into language, to find words for pain that never had the chance to speak. It's uncomfortable because truth always burns before it blesses. But it's also freeing because what's acknowledged can finally be released. So if you feel emotionally or mentally intense today, don't mistake it for regression. You're not going backwards. You're diving deeper. As all this is happening, the moon in Cancer, the seat of intuition, memory, and feeling, squares Jupiter in Aries, the planet of expansion and bold movement. This creates a tidal wave of emotion. You might feel everything at once: nostalgia, anger, love, relief, sadness. The moon wants to nurture, but Jupiter wants to act. Together, they make emotion feel urgent, like you need to fix or declare something immediately. But I advise you to pause, because under this sky, emotions are magnified mirrors, not marching orders. What feels massive right now may just be the echo of an old emotion returning for closure. Let your feelings rise without immediately labeling them as truth. Ask yourself, is this the present me reacting or the past me remembering? This is how you move through intensity without losing your grounding. So now I'm going to break it down by element to let you know how each group can move through this energy. So you can listen and think about this in respect to any of your major signs, sun, moon, rising, or your Venus. So for the fire signs, that's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, you're driven to act, but the challenge today is restraint. Not every impulse deserves ignition. Let your fire illuminate, not incinerate. This is your day to lead by example. Choose patience as your proof of mastery. For the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, control feels safer than surrender, but this square will test that. You may be forced to loosen your grip, especially in career or structure. Let the cracks form. They're not breaking you. They're making room for divine redesign. For the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, your mind is a megaphone today. You'll sense the hidden emotions in every tone and text, but don't overanalyze. Instead, use your insight to create clarity, not chaos. If silence falls between you and someone else, let it teach you rather than tempt you to fill it. And for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, you're the empaths of the zodiac, and today your emotional body is a sponge. Ground yourself before you absorb everyone's energy. Salt baths, journaling, or simply turning off your phone for an hour will help you process. Remember, feeling deeply doesn't mean carrying everything you feel. Now, how do you integrate all of this? Start with silence. When Mercury and Pluto meet, clarity doesn't come from more talking. It comes from more listening. If you're journaling today, try these prompts. What truth am I resisting because it might change everything? Whose approval am I still performing for? Where am I mistaking control for safety? Then write a letter you'll never send. Say the thing you've held inside your throat. And when you finish, burn it, bury it, or tear it into tiny pieces. That act alone is a ritual of liberation. If you're feeling physically restless, breathe into your solar plexus, that's your seat of power, and repeat, I own my energy. I release what isn't mine. My truth is my peace. This energy isn't about chaos, it's about refinement. The universe is chiseling away everything false, leaving only what's real. Mercury square Pluto says, speak your truth, but from love. Moon square Jupiter says, feel deeply, but don't drown in the waves. Together, they're sculpting you into someone who can hold emotional depth and spiritual composure at the same time. You are not being pushed. You're being prepared for conversations, callings, and connections that require your full authenticity. If something ends, let it. If something falls, honor it. And if truth rises, speak it with reverence. So take the time. Go inward. Let Mercury teach you how to speak with integrity. Let Pluto show you what still hides in shadow. Let the moon teach tenderness. Let Jupiter remind you that growth is faith in motion. That's today's energy message. So I'll see you tomorrow when Venus enters Capricorn, grounding all this emotional transformation into tangible stability. It'll teach us how to love with structure, not struggle. If this resonated with you, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below, because your engagement strengthens the energetic connection between us, and it also ensures that these messages continue finding you exactly when you need them. Later on, I'll be pulling some cards to give you your tarot energy reading for today, so stay tuned for that. But until tomorrow, move gently, speak truthfully, and live untamed.